Have you noticed that your pay is less in January 2022 compared to December? Well, it's not because that you are doing a bad job at work or your employer is paying you less. It's because CPP Canada Pension Plan contribution increased in January again. Hi, this is Lillian. Today we're going to talk about everything about CPP, Canada Pension Plan, and to understand why your the money coming into your account is less and how does it work for you. So what is the CPP? CPP is Canada Pension Plan. It's organized by Government of Canada. So it is a taxable monthly benefit paid to you at retirement age to help you. It's like a pension, but it's like a public pension. So who can qualify for this CPP? So if you at age of 60, you can already apply for CPP, and also you have to have at least contribute like once in your lifetime to be able to apply for CPP. So more details are coming, so keep watching. So how much can you get for CPP? How much can you get for CPP when you are in the retirement years? And the purpose, so let's talk about the purpose. So the Government of Canada, and the purpose of having this CPP plan is to help retirees to be able to replace some of their retirement income with the CPP benefits. So the CPP the intention is to aim to a quarter of your retirement income, your employment income with the CPP benefits. And because now our retirement years are longer and longer because we just live longer, and also Canadians are not the best at retirement planning, and a quarter is really not enough for someone to live on in their retirement years. So the government, they decided to increase the benefit from a quarter of the employment income to a third, to replace a third of the employment income. So, although this is the intention to replace this amount of income, but in reality, so in 2022, maximum monthly amount that a retiree can get when they turn 65 is $1,253.59. And that's the maximum. The average payment in October 2021 was $702.77. So just remember this number. I think most of people were more than likely to get somewhere around the 700 instead of 1200. And because we don't start to have a high paid job from day one until we retire, right? And there's many calculation in play to get the full benefit. And CPP benefits, you can apply as early as 60 or as late as 70. Of course, the earlier you apply, the less the less benefit you will get, but you will have longer years to collect. And on the other side, if you decide to delay your payment, receiving the benefits, you will get more for each paycheck, but well, you have less years to collect. So if you need to, should you apply earlier or later, that's by itself, it's another topic. We'll talk about that in another video, because it really depends on your personal situation. And today we'll stick on the general idea of what CPP, how does it work. So now we know what we potentially will get in the retirement years. Now we need to know how to contribute and how does it calculate, so that, because it's not free, right? We are paying into it right now to get it later. So for CPP, it's mandatory as long as you work, as there is a formula to calculate how much you need to contribute on each paycheck. So here we will talk about, like, in a yearly basis, how does that work? So there's a couple important key points. So the first of all is the basic exemption amount. So that's $3,500. So if you make less than $3,500 or less, you do not participate into the CPP like contribution. And anything above that, and it will be. And there is also there is a ceiling. It's a maximum annual pensionable earning. For 2022, it's $64,900. So this amount does increase from year to year. So every year the government do release what is the maximum annual pensionable earning. And anything in between these two numbers, and that will be included into the CPP contribution calculation. For example, if your income is $40,000 per year salary, and so your CPP will be 40,000 minus 3,500 and times 5.7%. That's for this year, 2022. So that comes into the contribution will be $2,080.50 for 2022. While next year there is a rate hike again, so you will pay more than this number. So if you are 60,000, if your income is 60,000, then 60,000 minus 3,500, same thing, times the rate, 5.7%, is $3,220.50 per year on your end. So if your employer will pay the same amount on their end, altogether is the contribution into the CPP Canada pension plan. So, but if you say, let's say if your income is over the maximum pensionable earning amount, so if it's more than, let's say, 10,000, 100,000 a year or 200,000 a year, you're paying the same CPP amount, because it's only $64,900 is the maximum that it will include into the calculation. I hope I explained this right. And so the next year, so this year you are paying 5.7% on your end. If you're self-employed, then you're paying 11.4% because you're paying on both sides. And next year, there will be another hike. Like I said earlier, it will be 5.95 on your end and another 5.95 on the employer's end. Altogether, 11.9% will go to CPP. So CPP is managed by CPP Investment. It's a separate account to manage all of our Canadian CPP, and so the employer's contribution goes in there and the employee's contribution goes in there. Then they group all of these money, and there are investment professionals. They will go invest, and so on top of that, there is a growth there, and to keep this whole huge amount running. So I just found some interesting information at the CPP Investments website. You can go there and have a look as well. And the most recent report by the Chief Actuary of Canada, CPP is sustainable over the next 75 years. So what they're trying to say is they are very healthy in their accounts, and growth, well, it's sustainable. So now you know why your pay is less because you're paying more into the CPP this year. So what other benefits comes with CPP? And it's not just the monthly, so the mainly is the monthly taxable income you will get when you retire, but there are a list of other benefits you might be able to get. So I will just list them, but I won't go through them in details in this video. And you can possibly get the post-retirement benefit. There, you can possibly get disability pension, and from CPP also post-retirement disability benefit, survivor's pension, child's benefit, and death benefit. So these are like attached to it, and most of them are hard to qualify and really depends on personal situation. If you do want me to go through them, leave a comment below and I might go through them later. So if you are close to retirement and you want to know about how much CPP benefit you might be getting, and you can go to My Service Canada website, and there you can get your most CPP recent CPP statement. So this is only work for people who are about to retire, like a couple years later you will retire, because then this number is quite accurate. But if you're like me, we're still in our 30s and it's far away from us, and you don't have to be too worried or fussed about this. Just remember the maximum people are getting is, like, in today's dollar is $1,200, and the average people will get $700. So plan accordingly. Think about how much I want to get when I am in retirement, and if this is not enough, what other ways that I can help myself to fund my retirement. That will help you to move forward and make actionable steps to go closer to your goal. Okay, that's everything about CPP in this video, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.